Hopefully you can see. Stream looks all okay. All right, good. Let's go. Right, so where are we up to? We started a park, didn't we? That was specially going to be. Oh, you might be seeing some sneak previews here of what's coming up. Korea, no. Yes, that. Oh yeah, don't look at that. That's tomorrow's video. Stream park. There we go. Resume. Yes, exactly, Jaffa Party. We already have enough knobheads here. We don't need anyone else coming in and being a knobhead. We have our own knobheads, thank you very much. Who do a fine job. So, look at this. I mean, I forgot how it looks a little naff, doesn't it? Let's be honest. But I think today we should probably spend a bit of time now starting to make it look a bit better. The money's coming in. I think it's probably time we start making it look a little bit like an actual park. Just let you know, it's a little bit of a shorter stream today. I'm just here till 12 p.m. GMT, 2 hours we've got. I have somewhere to be at 1 o'clock in town, I'm afraid. So it's going to be short and sweet, a couple of hours. But you're more than welcome here with us today. Thank you very much. And also, I think we should try and knock off a couple of these challenges as well. So the first one, achieve a senior rating of 40. We are currently on a senior rating of 6. Oh yeah, this part looks good. A monthly profit from coasters of 1,500 and build a coaster with at least 8 excitement. Wow, that's pretty high for starting off. So what's this earning us, this coaster? Where do we do money? Potential monthly income. Last month's profit, 1,300. Oh, so we're not a million miles off that, to be fair. We could, if we probably push that up $1 once we've done some scenery, we might get away with that. Let's try 14 and see if people are still willing to pay it. Not sure. Queue looks quick and the queue looks fast. Well, it is both fast and quick. This queue is fast and quick. Okay, so here is it's great, Jeff. It really is, honestly. I would say get it as soon as you can. I can't see it going on sale anytime soon, so you might as well just get it whenever suitable for you guys. What I'm considering doing is moving these 2 flat rides further into the park, like sort of down here, and making just a little main street here. Just nothing major, just a couple of buildings. I think we're going to go stay a sort of like a modern theme. A couple of buildings with a couple of shops. Move these shops down, move those rides up, and just make it look a little bit more like the park, I think. Mark, no, not really. There isn't a solution to bad frame rate in a larger park, unfortunately. It's not a graphics thing. It's purely it's a CPU thing. Basically, there is that much going on in this game regarding the guest AI, the coaster physics and things like that, that eventually just with huge parks, even with a pretty hefty PC, it unfortunately just starts to struggle. Now, they're going to constantly work on they're going to constantly be working on optimizations, I'm sure. Also, I think this game's has got legs. So in a year or two, PCs are good. I've got a pretty decent gaming PC. It's not brand new. I built it about 18 months ago, but at the time it was like the mutts nuts. And even that sort of struggles in really big parks. Everything I've built so far, it's fine with. But if I download a full park from the Steam Workshop and have a look around, it really starts to tank. And this is a PC that runs, GTA 5, Witcher 3, all on high. So it's not a graphics thing. It's completely just a CPU thing. It's just bottlenecking with the issues. Hi, Crazy Craig. Welcome along. Reducing these special effects. Yeah, special effects do make a big difference regarding graphics. So knock all that things down, and things like occlusion and shadows you can knock all down. But eventually, once you've got a full park, even if you've just got rides and people, 5,000 people in a park, they're going to tank the CPU, unfortunately. So they're going to keep working on it, but what can we do? Friday just got better. Thank you so much. I'm really glad I'm here and you guys have joined me. Yeah, that's it. Thousands of customers. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really do about it at the minute. I can't recommend anything like don't build this, don't build that. It's just one of those things that unfortunately the game just starts to tank. The only thing I would recommend doing, perhaps if you're playing in sandbox especially, is just cap the guests. If you go into park management, I think it's under ticket prices. Park capacity, you can limit the guests to like 1,500, 2,000, so there's still people walking around and interacting with stuff, so the park still looks busy, but you know, you've not got 5,000-6,000 people wandering around. I mean, obviously, if you're in a scenario where you have to make the money to upkeep the rides, it may be a bit tricky, but, you know, if you're in a sandbox, that might be something they can look at doing. Anyway, should we actually do something? Let's do something. So, yeah, plan is we're going to move Insanity and the Whirly Rig further into the park and then make a little main street down here. That's what I want to do today. So, first of all, let's knock this path down a bit. Oh, and then also just start, like, decorate. It's basically a decorating day. In fact, I've got a feeling we're not going to build a ride. I apologise if you want to see rides being built, but I think it's going to be a scenery kind of day today. I also don't like this floor pattern. I've gone off it. So I want to replace that as well. I'm thinking I really like this one. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Oh, that's because it's a grid, isn't it? I was going to say, that's strange. Let's have a look at the options. That's quite nice. Thinking what would go... That's the piracy one, isn't it? Thinking what would go with the modern... See, that is one I wouldn't use normally, but because we're going for a modern build, you've just walked past loads of bins. Look, bin, 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 bin. Put it in the bin, put it in the bin. Ugh, idiots. They'll litter that in a moment. Yeah, I think we're going to go this one. Because, like I say, we're going to go for like a modern building, which something I haven't done much on the channel. So, have you all watched the Mine Train? What did you think of that? I'm quite proud of it in the end. It took me a little while to get it done. But I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. So if you've seen the video, I'd love to see what you think of it. What are you going to go to town for? Off to Greg's for a pasty? Yeah, no, do you know what? There's a place in town that's called the American Pizza Slice. And it's just like a pizza place, does pizza by the slice. And oh my God, it is the nicest pizza you have ever tried in your life. It is like so greasy, but it's just fantastic. I actually went there on Tuesday when I had to go to town as well. No, I'm in town today for, actually, I guess I can tell you guys, I'm actually going to a course with advice for being self-employed, because YouTube is getting to a point where it's making a bit of money, and it's enough that I can't sort of like stick it under the radar, so I kind of have to become self-employed and start registering and, you know, sort of letting them know what I'm earning. So yeah, it's all big. I mean, I'm not going to be a full-time YouTuber anytime soon, but you know, it's earning enough that, you know, it's going into the bank, and I just kind of need to declare it basically and let people know it's coming in and where it's coming from. So yeah, I'm on a course today regarding finances for self-employed people. So yeah, it's big news, I guess. Test results, yeah, not bad. They came in at about 5.5 for the Mine Train excitement, so not massive, but again, it is meant to be like a family coaster, so it was never going to be huge. So I'm kind of happy with that. I think, like, you know, hopefully we'll move in soon to building like proper coasters where we can get the excitement up to like 8, 9, 10, hopefully. But yeah, Mine Train is relatively kiddie coaster, so yeah. Okay, paths. We want to knock the width up. Will be 10? No, it's like 8, I think, the width, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know why we're going around this way. I just feel like that works. In fact, we could probably go back the other way. There we go. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Where am I actually from? There's an American Pizza Slice by me. I'm originally from a place called Cannock, which is in Staffordshire, sort of about 30 miles north of Birmingham. But now I live in Liverpool. Yeah, so now I'm in Liverpool, which is the northwest of England, if you're not from England. Beautiful city. Oh, I missed a bit of path. Boop. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's move these over. Hopefully it won't affect us financially too much. I mean, the money's rolling in now, so I think we're doing okay. Let's move you around. Move. Oh, close first. Close and move. I'll be honest with you, I'm tempted to get rid of the Whirly Rig anyway, because I really don't like it. I don't know why. Whirly Rig and what's the other one? Wild Blue. Can't stand either of them. I don't have this game, but I think it looked good if you could move your head around while you're on a ride to look about. Yep. You can do that, Matt. If you're on the ride camera and you're in a seat, you can look around. See the whole ride, look. Hi, Belle. Look at this guy. Hey, buddy. And you can select which seat you're in. So you can come back and see, look at that, you see the whole park. Whoa! Yeah, awesome. Look at that. So yeah, we're mostly UK people. Let's have a look. Birmingham represents. Like I say, I'm not actually from Birmingham, but everyone just thinks I'm a Brummie because of how I sound. So yeah, love Birmingham. Liverpool's a fantastic night out. York is a beautiful city as well. We have friends in York, so I can't remember which bit though, because I know you're going to ask. I can't remember which bit, but they have yeah, it's a lovely place, lovely city. I love those sort of like older UK cities, you know, like York and Edinburgh and Bath and places like that. Awesome. Okay, we're going to move you around here again. We might. What the hell is happening? There's Independence Day spaceship coming in. Oh, is it just the sun going down? Jesus, did you see the shadow come across there? Look at that. Crazy. I thought we were being invaded. Okay, let's clear these paths out of the way. Yeah, no, like I say, I've been in Liverpool for about sort of 5 or 6 years now, maybe more. How long have I been in Liverpool? 8 years? Andrew, when did we meet? Because that will have been just before I moved up, I assume, for something like Aaron Stagg or something. Yeah, so I've been in Liverpool for about 5 or 6 years, maybe a little longer. But yeah, originally from the West Midlands, Staffordshire. Amsterdam here. Oh yeah, beautiful old cities in Amsterdam. I've only been to Amsterdam once, very briefly. We were driving through Europe and we had like a night in Amsterdam. So, but I'd love to go back again and see it a bit more. Now, how do I get rid of this? Yeah, you guys might know. We now have a problem in that. I mean, we could just put some shops there anyway, but that seems really tricky. I think I have to get rid of the whole path to do that, don't I? Every word isn't followed by lad. Yeah. Scarborough's, yeah, I've never been to Scarborough, but I heard that's nice. The fair is there, I suppose. Jeff works in 13 years in pizza places. Oh my god. Hi, Lucy. Thank you very much. Keep it up, dude. Much love from Straya. Is that? Oh, you're gonna have to help me out. Is that a place, or is that your name? Yeah, 7 or 8 years, Andrew reckons. That sounds about right. But thank you very much, Lucy. It's very much appreciated. It is going towards new microphone equipment so that I don't sound omnidirectional. If anyone's got earphones on, this is driving them insane. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Lucy. Challenge complete. Yeah, there we go. That extra that extra dollar on that coaster helped that out. Right. It's a grid, isn't it? So what? Oh, this is going to get messed up, isn't it? I'm going to have to get rid of all of this. That's okay, because the bins need moving anyway. And I'm very briefly going to block the whole park off. Yeah, it does. It sounds like... oh, I got that. Did it then? Okay, that fixed. So, how do I get rid of... There we go. Everyone's trapped. Deselect grid. 8 meters wide. Ah, there we go. That's right. That's what we did, wasn't it? I mean, it's a little janky now, but it'll do for now. At least the park's open. Okay, good. Prague, hello, welcome, Barbara. Thank you very much. Right click with the passel, it will remove it. Yeah, it makes it a little bit mess. Australia, wow, thank you, Lucy. What time is it there? Straya, right, okay, I get it. Sorry, that's really confusing. They must be like really late for you guys. Thank you for being here. Right then, let's open a couple of... Kind of want to move these just down, to be honest, and like sort of lay it out as a bit of a main street ish. Like so. We're going to get a lot more. Oh look, they weren't connected. What's that? Oh, they're toilets and first aid. No, they can stay where they are, actually. We want those a bit further into the park. But we need to pass. We need to get rid of that. Oh, God, this is horrendous. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Get rid of these little bits. We'll add those back on in a minute. 4 a.m. here in the States. Oh, my God, you guys are obscene. We have a truly international group here today. It's absolutely awesome. Right, I want to build a building. That's what I want to do. We have a Cosmic Care, we have a hot dog squad. I want one more food place or drink place. Chief beef, Cosmic Care, hot dog. Oh, so we need to research stuff, don't we? Okay, let's get 1 or 2 research then. Oh, I forgot we even started that. Dangling Delights. What's that? Oh, the rival coaster. Oh, maybe we could do a coaster. I was going to do scenery, but we haven't got any like real shops going. Okay. Oh, should we do a coaster? Should we do a coaster? Let's have a look what people think. Yes, Mark, I saw your comment before about that. I think it's a really good idea, actually, for a couple of reasons. Sorry, people not reading the chat. Mark wants to know if we should do a video highlighting parks or even just sort of scenery, I guess. He's only said parks, but you know we could branch it out. Of things made by subscribers. I'm sure there's a lot of people here with parks that can't make the videos, and it would be nice to see their stuff. Fantastic idea for a few reasons. One, it would be great to just see some other people's content. 2, you're right, people don't have the ability or the inclination to do videos, but it'd be nice to share their stuff. And 3, that would be really easy content for me to make. So I think that's a really good idea. So yeah, I'm going to look into that. I was considering doing like a community showcase anyway, like just from like stuff that's on Steam. I know a few people do videos like that, C-Top and Boomerang and a few others, and you know, and I think it's a great way for people to find stuff on the Steam library, because other than like the few that they show at the top, you can get really lost in it. So I think that'd be a really good way of doing it. But I think doing that for subscribers is a fantastic idea. Yeah. Right, let's do a coaster then. Coaster. Let's. I don't even know. Is it a dangling? Is that like Nemesis in the UK in the Alton Towers? There's one called Nemesis. Let's have a look. Custom. Oh, we have log flumes open as well. Grendel, the Madness. Oh no, they're the custom ones. Sorry. Oh, we've got loads of coasters here. Look, what did we build? That was a looping arrow, wasn't it? Yeah, like an old Vekoma. Yeah. Rival, inverted 4-seater chain lift, can invert. So I think, yeah, I think. Let's make this just a massive coaster park. We're doing a lot of really themed flat rides in the Let's Builds and the Let's Play, so let's just do mental coasters here. I think that sounds like a good plan. We need to just fix these rides first, though. I've just realised they're not open. Entrance. Exit. Queue. This is going to be just... Let's just get it open, get it earning. Bing. And this one as well. Oh, you're already... Yeah, you're all okay, aren't you? Lengthen you a little. Yes, I completely agree. No more politics at all, to be honest with you. As much as I'm not a fan of Trump, I wasn't particularly a fan of Clinton either, and I don't really want to hear about either of them. I play video games to get away from that sort of shit. And to be fair, we ain't doing much better in England, so... yeah, let's keep politics chat to a minimum. Okay, cool. Where are we? Coaster be too expensive. To be honest, Mark, we're only playing this on medium, and now we've got a coaster down and a couple of flat rides. The money's just dropping in, so I think 16 grand we could build a pretty nice one. And also, coasters make mega money as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, money doesn't seem to be an issue really here anymore. Okay, so are they open? Did I open Wordy Rig? Can I just say I'm so happy that it's not just me that has an issue with the Whirly Rig music. I've seen it come up a couple of times now on Reddit and stuff. I don't know what is up with it, but it just seems to be so much louder than the others, and it's so repetitive. Let me just put it on for a minute. Is it that one? The Ballad of Tentafu? It probably won't. We won't hear it now, will we? Until they go. People are gonna have to come over and try and ride it. They're on the way though. Challenge available. New challenge. Let's have a look. Coaster with 8 excitements and a multi. So I reckon we can knock both of those out with this new coaster. So that's 8 excitements. Pretty high. No, we did. Yeah, like somebody said, we who was it who mentioned it then? I'm sorry, I'm struggling to pronounce your name. Hataki. It's awful, isn't it? I don't know what it is. It's really good for like. Off. I can't stand it. It's too short. It's too repetitive. Yeah, no, we did hard mode. We tried hard mode, and it's too slow. You basically have to build a flat ride and leave the game running for an hour, and then come back and build another flat ride and leave the game running for an hour. And it wasn't interesting for a live stream. So we've gone for medium, so we can actually just build stuff and talk and chat and come up with some ideas together and stuff. So that's the idea. Anyway, let's set the lighting to 10 because we've not done any lighting in the park yet, so we don't really want it looking dark. Okay, coasters. Let's get something done. Rival. Okay, I'm going to go. I don't really want it right. I don't want the entrance there because, like I say, we are going to build a bit of a main street there eventually. So we'll have it sort of coming this way on a bit of a jaunt. And also, I want it to be up a little. I want to start high with this. Like that. Okay, cool. Oh, it looks really good, this, doesn't it? So, yeah, this is like a Nemesis type ride, isn't it? Or what other ones have I been on that are hanging? Yeah, Jonathan. The original plan was to save up for a stand, but I've had so many comments about the microphone being omnidirectional that I'm just going to replace the whole thing. So like I could buy a mic for like a tenner and it'd be fine, or or even like 30-40 quid, but I thought, seeing as like I'm really pushing this sort of stuff now and it's kind of taking off a little, I thought it would be better to spend a bit more and invest in a bit of decent kit. And not only it does a few things. One, it makes a better quality video just because the audio quality is better, but two, it cuts my development time, my sort of editing time down, because at the moment I have to put this through loads of filters and sit, Audacity and get rid of pops and stuff as best I can. Whereas with a decent microphone, a lot of that is done for you. So I've priced up a couple of different sort of decent sort of podcasting type mics, and that's why it's gone up. So but if I do well over Christmas, if I do well off AdSense revenue, I'll buy it out of that. But that's just a sort of target to have somewhere we sort of aim towards, But any money I make from this right now is going straight back into it. My job, although it doesn't pay amazingly, helps pay the bills, and my wife works. So at the moment, any money we make off this is going to go back in. Yeah, and it is much more important than camera and stuff. I think you can deal with like slightly not great quality film, but sound quality has got to be absolutely fantastic. Okay, good. Anyway, glad we covered that. What I want to do here is a very typical beginning of one of these rides, which is where they come out and they loop and they come down slightly and curve around and then start going up. It's quite a standard thing. Julian Dragons in Orlando, is that flawless? I think it is. Absolutely flawless. Oh yeah, I'm hip. I'm also considering a few other options as well, like Patreon and stuff like that. So if you've got any suggestions regarding that sort of thing, let me know. Again, it's not. I don't want to. I don't want to be greedy or anything, but if I can do this instead of a job, and you know, just keep making stuff for you guys and have that pay the bills instead of having to only do this some of the time and having to go to a real job, that, I mean, obviously that's would be great. So, you know, that's the plan anyway. Eventually. Okay, 15. Like I say, although this channel's very new, I've been on YouTube for a couple of years. I have another channel that does coding tutorials, so I've got an experience with YouTube. So I'm not just like this isn't just to be a flash in the pan type thing. I'm really looking to make this a sustainable, bigger channel that you guys sort of really get involved with over the time. Okay, we'll smooth that out, but that's kind of what I wanted to do, and then go into the lift. Whoop, that's a little high. 1, 2. You don't really want to go much higher than 30 degrees. You can, I think, but it's probably not very good YouTube idea here, but I'm going to recommend you go and watch somebody else. I'm sure you all know Silverette, because if you found me, there's no way you haven't found him, because he's like the biggest sort of Planet Coaster YouTuber, I would say, like exclusively Planet Coaster, I guess, at the minute. He has a really great series on coaster design. He's only done a few at the moment. He's going through each type of coaster and sort of talking about how each one should work and the sort of aspects you would find in each one. It's really, really great. So I'm learning a lot from it, so I'd really recommend that. We'll go a little higher than the last one, I think, here, because we're going to want some inversions in this. Oops. Trying to keep up the chat. It's moving a little bit quick. Never been on a floorless coaster. It's not that bad, to be fair. You sit in something. It's just that your feet dangle a little. They are good, but it's not much scarier, really. Go forward. Yeah, Jonathan, that's great. Yeah, they've mentioned business accounts. They've said for now it's relatively fine to keep it separate because the income is very sort of standard. I basically, at the minute, get one payment from Google a month. So it's really easy to organise. Obviously, if the donations get higher and, you know, if we end up doing a Patreon and things like that as well, or we move over to Twitch or whatever, and there's a few different income streams, then, we'll probably look at going more pro with it or whatever and doing things like that. But yeah, thanks, good advice. Again, I've spent 8-9 years self-employed, not doing this but doing another industry, so I'm not too bad with that kind of stuff, but I appreciate the advice. Should we go pretty intense drop here? I'm a bit obsessed with like curving drops. I think that would be really cool. Then we'll layer it out a little. Okay, let's have a little think about this coaster for a minute. What do we want to achieve here? Because personally, I think we could probably go. Maybe is that better if we go longer with it? I don't want to go much steeper than that, I don't think. I guess we could just for a minute and then bring it back again. Yeah, I don't know. Is that intense? Well, it is intense, but is it good intense? Enter Elysium. Oh yeah, he's good as well. Yeah. Silverette. Yeah, it's how Hitaki's put it in there. Silvarret. He's really good. His stuff's great. Some people say he's a little slow, and he's sort of quite methodic. But his series is really good, and his builds are stunning, absolutely stunning. Do a pre-drop. Yes, we do need a pre-drop. You're right. Coaster 101. I mean, like most newer coasters don't have them anymore. They've got a method where the chain speeds up a little, so they don't really need them. But yeah, here I think we need a little pre-drop just to get it off the track. And also, I think they look pretty good as well. That'll do. It's not massive. We could go. Somebody mentioned going under the go under the main rotor. Do you mean this other coaster? Like go under here and back and over? Ooh, that could be good, couldn't it? Yeah, that could be good. Let's see what we can do. We might be a little close. Oh my god, we might be a little close to it. Oh yeah, let's give Oreo some love. This is Oreo, who's a chocolate point Siamese. He joins me on all of my streams, which for some reason has gone really small on OBS. I hope it's okay for you guys. Under the path. Oh god, that might be a bit extreme because, like I say, we are going to put buildings there. I think maybe another coaster later on that interacts with the path more might be good. I want like a really good skyline as you come into the park. So I want to be able to see these coaster skylines. But I get what you mean. Yeah, that's really good. Vertical corkscrew into the ground. Oh my god, that sounds a bit extreme. AT 2020. Yeah, I've looked at that one. Is that a road, Mike? Is it? Or is it? I think it's Rode. I think. I'm sorry if I'm getting the pronunciation of that wrong. Okay, let's build something here. So but that's not the right sort of drop. We want to do this first, don't we? But shorter. There we go, and then we can go down. Half of me thinks we should really make the most of this other coaster and just kind of lip route. Excuse me, but I think it's going to be a bit extreme. So how about instead we come down and around and then maybe even try and pull a loop across this or something? I just don't know. We've got to make sure we get back over here eventually. No, I don't think we should go for anything too fancy. We'll just have these go quite close. That in itself is quite extreme, I think. Okay, hopefully that gives us a fair bit of speed. I want to come right down with it though, and then level out. Yeah, well, that's had a bit of bank in there. Should we just start the test and see what sort of speed it's coming at? An AT 2020 Plus is a microphone. It's one of the ones that's on the list to look at, definitely. The one inversion I haven't seen much of this game is a Cobra roll. Yeah, that's good. And a zero G roll. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, let's do a pretty standard loop first. I always think that you should pretty much go straight into a loop after the first drop. So let's just do. We could do something like one of. Oh my god, these are crazy. I just kind of want a standard loop, but not that big. Oops, not that small. That will kill you. Let's put it in and see what the speed's like. Okay, pre-drop's fine. Coming in there is good. Pretty good sort of speed there. Oh, that's a little slow. A little slow. Let's make it a little smaller. I think there. Okay, double? Do a double loop? I want like 5 or 6 inversions in this thing. The second one is to be a little smaller. Let's have a look what that looks like. Something in the game. No, microphone for streaming and stuff, yeah. Because at the moment with this, because it's an omnidirectional microphone, I have to spend about 20-30 minutes after every video just sort of fixing the issues with it. So yeah, something where it's a bit more sort of good enough to start off with, what I think would be really beneficial for us. Okay, loop 1. Yeah, much better speed on that now. Let's see if the second one's okay. Might have to go a little smaller. No, that's gorgeous. Ugh, love it. Okay, cool. So let's do that. And then Cobra roll, taking us back this way. 0G roll, round and back in. Short, nice coaster, 4 or 5 inversions. Yeah. Okay, loops. I think there is a Cobra roll. The problem is you can't go any smaller. Are we going to have to build it by hand? Oh my word. Let's give it a go. Okay, so. Okay, here we go. It's not something I've done before, but we'll give it a go. We're going to come up to here. And then a little shorter as we come up. This actually needs to be turned out a little, doesn't it? Just, yeah, that's going to go fun. Right. What's going on there? Why is that 30 degrees? Happy frog face. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me as well. That could be the name of the ride. Okay. So there's that. Now we need to give it a bit of length and come this way. How do we do it? We need it to go like over, don't we, that way? Do we have to like fully rotate it and then move it that way? And then rotate it back? Yeah, that seems to be working. Oh god, this looks awful. Let's try that again. So we do that, and then we do that. Now it won't let us go anymore. The thing is, we're going to end up with it. It's even higher already than the proper one. Okay, let's let's forget that. Let's put that piece in. Let's just try the built-in one, as small as it'll go. Oh, that's a crazy thing. Look at that. Cobra roulette. I mean, it is too big. It just is. But let's just give it a go. See how it gets on. I mean, the other thing we can do is go back and make everything else a little bit bigger. But it gets over those just nicely. That's how you want a loop to go, just getting over. Let's have a look how this does. It's going to lose so much speed here. Yeah. No good. Too slow. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm doing a nerd cube, just getting rid of everything we've done. Sorry, that's not fair. I love Dan. He's doing a really good series as well. 100 greatest games of all time. And one of his 100th game was Evil Genius, which is one of my favourite games of all time. It's something I want to play on the channel eventually as well. Like I said before, we're working on a Patreon, and one of the rewards is to do a weekly like throwback video where we play an older game for a bit of a laugh. And one of the ones I've got listed down to do is Evil Genius, because it's a stunning game. Let's do a bit of a more intense pre-drop and get it just off the rails a little quicker. Yeah, that's good. Oh god, is that going to make the other one crash? Amazing. Sorry, people. We need to stop testing for a minute while we're not pointing towards them. Okay, this drop is going to come around this coaster now. That's cool. Like that. That way we want to go. Oh. Can we do it? That's pretty good. I think that's quite cool that they cross over like that. Let's have a look. Does this game let you do like those incomplete coasters that go in one direction and then roll the other way? Yeah, I think so. I think you can. Yeah, they go up and then back down again and back into the station. I think you can do that. Oh, Mark, that's a really good point. Yeah, we could have gone into the ground a little, couldn't we? Ugh, never mind. Okay, I think this is good now because we've got that coaster interacting with the other one anyway. So I think that's quite a cool point now. So let's just drop that down a little and let's add the loop in, because now we can go bigger with this first loop now, and it'll be a lot cooler. We'll smooth everything out later on, and then we'll go Oh no, we don't want to go that. We want to come back in, I think. Set the speed a little. Whoops. And then we can get the Cobra roll in. I mean, we could go a little closer. No, it's pretty close to the ground there, isn't it? Cobra roll left. Do you know what it's still going to be? Oh, no, we can shrink it. Okay. Oh, it puts it the size it thinks you should have it at. Let's try that. Okay, we can test that now. Now we're a little bit further away from the people. The main reason is I know they don't die or really seem to be bothered by crashes, but if they throw them off the path, they get like stuck in the wilderness, and it's quite hard to get them back again. Oh, it's still a little slow, isn't it? Yeah, it still needs to go a little smaller, I think. There we go. Mark, and do you know what, Mark? You're probably saying them when it's suitable, but because of the delay on the stream, it means that we're getting a little bit stuck. I don't know what they were called roller coaster. They were called half pipe or something. I wish not be able to get one to work. Yeah. Oh, you can't, because I'm sure I saw them where they roll back again. Did they just not roll back into the station properly? Is that the problem with them? I did think you could do them actually. See a roll through the loops. Yeah, that could be cool. Might be tricky though. Life with George. I know it's tough to get people to watch a channel to start off with, but it's not really the best way to do it. Is to ask in other people's streams. It just looks like spamming. I'm not having a go or anything, but honestly, it's just not the best way to do it, pal. I know it's Captain Obvious. The cat moved. You see, it's not just a JPEG. He does move occasionally. Let's have a look. Yeah, much better speed-wise now. Yeah, we could knock the lift hill speed up. You're right. It's pretty. They always start them really slow, to be honest. 4 miles per hour is ridiculous. 8 is pretty standard. Let's just see if that affects the ride much. Okay, speed's still pretty good on the. Speed's still pretty good on those. Maybe that one could come a little further, a little shorter. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it looks okay. Okay. 0G roll through the loops. Oh man, that's going to be tough. Doable, but tough. Let's have a look what do they have a 0G roll built in? Heartline, inline, serpent, vertical. What the hell's that thing do? There is one built in, yeah. These might be easy enough to do on their own without this though, but let's just. It's going to be hard to get it back around, I think, doing this. Morning, Wiz. This is challenge mode. So this is it's basically a sandbox, but money matters and things need to be researched. So it's not a level in the game like the scenarios. It's just an open map like this, and you do what you like. It's kind of like the sandbox mode we're doing, but like I say, money matters. Right, let's have a little think. Thing is, I don't just want to like drag the track rounds to make it work because that's just like boring, and it's not very realistic. Andrew, yeah, there was no need to time him out there. Really, it's just I was just giving him a bit of advice more than anything. I don't mind people doing that occasionally. I just don't think it's very beneficial for him, unfortunately. Right, what are we doing here, folks? Come on, let's figure this out. We want a zero heart line, a zero G roll. It'd be nice if it went through the coaster. Another spinning ride has broken down. Do we have a mechanic, don't we? Let's have a look. That's something we should do. We have Tiki Chiki. Tiki Chiki. We need to let's just check staff. There we go. Not happy. I think I deserve a raise. I always keep forgetting to come back to staff. I can't believe that the shop people get more than the janitors. The janitors are much more useful. I've worked in retail. I think janitors are more useful. 310. There we go. Make sure everyone's happy. Happy. Okay, cool. Corkscrew seems to be the popular vote. Yeah, that's what we want to do, I think. Corkscrew through the loop. Oh, we could do... I mean, a zero G roll through the loop is possible. Yeah, don't think money's really an issue anymore, unfortunately, but, you know, it is for about an hour. Bank roll to the loop. I want to go through this loop here. Okay, this first loop even, because that gives us, if we look at it from like a plan, we can get round here. But it's how do we get round here? Do we just do like an overbanked curve? Just not sure, you know. Okay, first things first, let's just start getting over there, and then we can make it look nicer afterwards, can't we? I'll see you, Oreo. Oreo's had enough of you all. He's off. See you later. He's gone. There we go. If you heard the door creaking, that was him opening the door. He's a clever cat. Actually, he's not. He's an idiot. I've just got a feeling that this is just a bit... This is going to be extreme on the G-forces, I think, even with banking. Yeah, I will just give him loads of money in a minute. Now the money's coming in, I think that's probably the best thing to do. Let's just add that there and then have a look at lateral Gs. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, actually. I was a little worried. Okay, let's turn that off for a second. We might be okay doing that then. Okay, so we've got there, and then we're going to bring it here. And in a little. So we're getting towards the edge of the park as well, which is something we're going to have to watch for. Okay, and then we'll have a... let's go this way a little first, and then we'll have this as a really overbanked turn, but we'll do the banking later on. In fact, we actually want to sort of keep it raising up a little, I think. Knock some of the speed out a little before we get to this zero G roll. Want to go that way? That way. Oh, it's going to be close. Let's have a look. Why is it so big? Suddenly. What? Right, it's going to have to be a corkscrew. Or oh, we could do it, yeah, not a vertical one. We could do a heart line. We could do a heart line roll, I guess. Is it because that... Is it, right. Is it because it's working it off of there? Is that the problem? Let's just do that to get it sort of lined up. And then see what we can do. I still think the built-in zero G roll is massive. Yeah, there's no way it's going to get up there, unfortunately. Starting to look a little messy. Yeah, it is quite. It is. There's something sort of cathartic about watching the crash, just watching a coaster just crash. Oh, it loses a lot of speed there. Right. Okay, we need to come back and knock this down a little. The rise here is just too extreme, I think. Okay. Would you hate it if we just went through the loop and then did something? Because I think it's just a little bit too tight to get something happening inside the loop. Because like going through the loop is interesting enough. You don't have to be doing it while you're upside down. The other thing we haven't done here is a block break section, which means we're only going to be having one coaster run round. So we kind of need to start thinking about getting it back to the finish line anyway. Let's have a look at one of these funky ones that throws it out to the side. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Just like a massive curve. Not for this, though. Let's have a look. Loops. I want something that throws it this way a little so I can bring it back around to the finish. Wow, that just about fits as well. It would never work, but man, it looks cool. No, we're going to have to do something manually. All these are ridiculous big. Okay. Normal track. I'm thinking... I mean, we could get a corkscrew there. Let's do a corkscrew. We could do that. Corkscrew entry, but not that big. And not that... Hold on, do I mean a corkscrew? Yeah. What is going on? Why is that? Ugh, these built-in parts are a bit funky sometimes, aren't they? Maybe just go through to the station. It's just too slow. I think just a normal corkscrew will be okay because you kind of want those pretty slow anyway. Let's just see if we can just build one because the corkscrews are pretty easy to do. Right, well, all this will get smoothed in a minute, but. No. I think, yeah, do you know what? It's going to have to be short and sweet. I think it's going to head back to the station. The thing is, it's a bit tight to even do that because we need a brake section in it, even though it's not going that fast. What does autocomplete do? Bloop. Yeah, I mean, we could just do that. You know, this is still the start of the park. You know, we could build into some crazy stuff further down. It gives a really good skyline as you're coming in. Yeah. That second loop needs to be a bit smaller. And that, because I think it's losing a bit too much of the speed. Let's have a look how it gets up here. That's okay. Once that's banked, that'd be quite a cool feature, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. Alright, let's just edit this. Oh, no, I don't want to drop it down. I actually want to... What does that do? Oh my god. I didn't even know that was an issue. I guess I want to get rid of it. Shrink it down a little. And then... Can I not do an auto? Right, there we go. Hopefully now that's a little smaller. It'll keep the speed a little better. Yeah, that's better. You just want it just to start to slow, don't you, I think? And there it should keep its speed a little bit better into the Cobra roll. Yeah, which it does. Up here, again, we'll make this a huge bank curve, but... yeah. The microphone bar. Oh, okay, stop. The microphone bar has gone. I have to take a photo of this and send it to the people who run the software because I told them about this. It goes and comes back, and they said when it goes, take a screenshot or something. So you have to just bear with me a second while I try and do this. So he's going to this one, make this big. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate it. Okay, donation goal, launch. F12. Okay. Okay, hopefully it'll come back. It doesn't really matter. It's, the game still runs and everything, doesn't it? But yeah, it's an issue with Streamlabs. So I've screenshotted that and I can tweet them that afterwards. So thank you for that. There we go. How's Captain Hindsight getting on? Oh yeah, you've changed your name. Why have you done that? I mean, it's fine, but Katsuya. Okay, cool. Right, let's start making this look better because at the minute it looks a bit shite. Here is a nasty problem. There to there wants to be a sexy smooth curve. Look at that. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to smooth till I can't smooth no more. I don't think I'll be able to smooth that, but that's kind of okay. All this is all okay. Here, yeah, so this pretty much from there. Let's just try smoothing. Oh yeah, that looks better already. Kind of okay here. And then just this last bit here. The whole thing from there to there needs smoothing as best it can through the loop. Yeah, that's all good. And then a little. Let's just get it past, save smashing it up. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. So now the next thing I wanted to do is from here. I mean, really, it'd be nice if that was a bit of a smoother curve. Let's just see if we can smooth that a little. Yes, that's better. Okay, and now I want that piece to be really banked. Like extreme banked like that. And then we need to smooth that banking out. Smooth that banking out. Okay, so that's like a feature now. It's not just a curve, the fact that you're going to go right up like that. That'll be, you get some nice G-forces. Okay, so otherwise, banking-wise, it's okay. I mean, I guess this could do with a little bit of banking. Especially as it comes down at the curve there. But like, it's done that to there now. Look, ugh, makes me feel sick looking at it. Oh, see, that's not right, is it? Is it just? Have I just banked too much of that originally? Let me just put angle snap on a sec. Right. What have I done there? That's gone horribly wrong, hasn't it? Let's just go right back to before that was banked. Right, there we go. Okay, good. So it's just that bit there that wants... No, it's not even that bit there, is it? It's just like there, I suppose, that needs banking. There. Oh, actually bank it first. Oh, does it? No, I guess it doesn't, does it? We'll have to ride it and see. I'm worried that, like, here might be a little bit too extreme. So we'll have to see, but we'll ride it and see. Kind of bothers me when it doesn't add supports automatically. Yeah, supports, I mean, let's be honest, supports are always going to be an issue in this game. Like, they could really do with them on these loops, but I think because I've put this loop around it. But there's a fair bit of AI going into working out where these loops, where the supports are going to go. So I don't think they do an awful job. But yeah, they're a little funky sometimes. To be fair, the best thing they could do is release supports as scenery, so you can just put your own on, like they did in Roller Coaster World 3. That's personally what I think they should do. Parkitects, oh god, we need to get back in Parkitects. I sat down to play it the other night, you know. I genuinely sat down to play Parkitects. Wednesday night, I think. And didn't. I ended up playing Planet Coaster. I don't know, because it's a great little game. It really is. But, yeah, I just... Oopsie daisy, I didn't want to do that. Although I do kind of want to do that. A little. It is a great little game, but I don't know, this is just taking so much of my time because the options you've got in this are just so much... Do you know what? Parkitect would be awesome, and this is not trying to take anything away from it. It would be awesome if it was on mobile. That is kind of like the place for it. It would do so well. I mean, it probably can't even fit on mobile, but it would do so well. But no, we will get back to Parkitect, especially even just to finish that one park, just so the series is finished. I definitely want to do. I'm not going to squeeze a block break. I'm just going to have one coaster running on this. I know that's really bad design, but I don't know what to say. Yeah, normally, I mean, really, a block break should be like here, and then maybe another couple of little loops and stuff. But I kind of just want to keep it small and tight because it's the first couple of little rides you get to. That's quite cool from the top, isn't it? We definitely need to do some decorating though. I might do some decorating off camera because it's a bit slow and boring when you're just watching it in real time. Keep the stream for building rides. Should we ride this thing? See if there's any like major issue spots. Here we go. Woo! You have to do all that sort of stuff, don't you? Okay, that's fine. Needs a little bit of banking there. We come into the lift hill. Somebody said they put the lift hill on max, but like, I don't know. I think 8 is about right. This seems realistic. I think any more, it seems a little bit. I can add a block break station of just station. I can't use words, but I can add block breaks. We'll discuss block breaks in just 1 second. Yeah, that needs a little smoothing, but it's not awful. Whee! Double vertical loop is awesome. Always is great. Oh, that's not very nice now. How that kinks. I have to fix that. The actual cobra roll itself is pretty good. That needs a little bank there. That's all good. A nice sort of smooth, bit of a boring finish, but that's fine. Okay. Right. 5.5, 3.3, 1.5. Okay, so we never got up to the 8 that we wanted. 8, you kind of need a double section, really, to get there. Oh, we got a monthly profit. There we go. That's not even with this one open. Oh my god, this park just makes too much money. Okay. Block breaks, why? Block breaks, why, sorry. If I had a block break here, right? Where are you? Okay. I can then up the... do I have to finish out of this first? I can then up how many cars there is, can't I? Or can I not? I know I need another block break somewhere, don't I? Yeah, because that's still just one circuit. So I need another block break section somewhere. And there just isn't space on this ride, unfortunately. So the only place you could do it is like right at the top there, I guess. But it would mean rebuilding that whole thing. But even still, all it would mean is that as one came into the station... As one left the station, this one could move in, and it would just mean that they're just sitting there for ages. And because this game works on dragging the because it works on what am I trying to say? Because this game works out the excitement over an average of the entire ride time. Any moment where they're not moving just tanks the excitement. Okay, somebody reckons that raising the lift hill speed will increase incitement. It shouldn't. That's unfair, but it probably does. You're right, because like I say, it works on an average of speed, average of ride time. So let's just have a look. Let's see what the excitement is now with the block braking. Oh God, that's not joined up. Amazing. Did you see that then? Edit the wicked. There we go. It was dead good. Right, let's get some results. No, it's not a death coaster. Oops. Have I pressed pause, haven't I? There we go. Okay. Oh, we want to just bank that a little bit as well there, but that won't make much difference. It's quick enough, it should be fine. Yeah, I think you're probably right. But again, it would mean fitting another block braking somewhere. I just can't figure out how to do it. So 5.64. 5.64. Okay. Close it. Edit. Lift hill. Up to 14. That's quick, man. Test. So it was 5.64 before. Let's have a look. 6.1. That's ridiculous that works. I mean, thank you for the advice, but that really shouldn't work. Like, a ride shouldn't be more exciting because you get up to the top a bit quicker. The going up the top is all about the experience. What I think they need to do in this is realise when a ride's on a chain lift and cut that time out of the ride, because that's just not right. It's just not right. Okay, what do we need to do here? It's just to fix this little bit here. Just put a tiniest bit of a bank on there. Will do. And then smooth it out. And smooth it out. Okay, it's just gonna. I mean, it's took most of it back off again. But it'll just help as it goes in there to feel a bit more comfortable. Okay, cool. I'm happy enough with that. 6.1. Yeah, it feels a little low, but that's fine. Good, done. Again, these are sort of like the sort of not kiddie coasters, but definitely like the ones that you would start yourself off with, and feel a bit confident you go on some of the bigger stuff we're going to build later on. So Q. We can slow it down a little bit now. I don't like the music going fast. Where's the way in? Over this side. We have to move that once we build some scenery, but that should be okay. Thing is, Alfpunk there, because we've put a pre-drop in, the speed the lift hill shouldn't change the speed it hits here, really. If it does, it's minimal. But yeah, normally if you come straight off a drop from a chain lift, then yeah, that would help. But because we've added the pre-drop, it shouldn't really. Is that just because of the ride? That's a shame. It's a little bit funky. Done. Okay, Q. Place the entrance. Boom, boom. What we want to do with this, really. Should we just have a long strip down, or should we bring it down and do a bit of cattle penning? Quite like the idea of steps up. Whoops. Just a little cattle penning that we can put inside a little building. I think that'd be quite cool. And then knock that down there. Whoops. There we go. That's just a smooth drop down. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Exit. Path there for width. Whoop, my word. I'm going to struggle here because of that. So we might have to... one length. That's good. We could have a bit of decoration in the middle between the two there. One thing we do need to do, though, is increase the length of this. No. There we go. That's what I want to do. There we go. And then drop that back down to 4. What? Yeah, because that's what I wanted to do, Planet Coaster. Jeez. The paths in this are funky, even with that pathing video I did. Okay, cool. Happy with that. Alright, good. Let's get it open. What should we call it? Priority Pass. We haven't done Priority Pass. We didn't even do it on the other one, did we? Do you know what? I'm not going to have it for these two. But we will do it for the bigger coasters. I always forget Priority Pass. Let's catch up with chat in a minute while we come up with some names for the coaster. Going up there, anxious feeling before you get to Drock and really exciting. It can, yeah. I think the slower one is, yeah, it should be better. Oh, I missed Lion saying goodbye. Sorry. Oh dear. I'll say try to next time I see him. Quick enough, it should be fine. Yeah. Catching up with chat. Dorme, I just want to go fast. Yeah, they just need to do a little few tweaks. They just need to know that it's a chain lift and ignore it from the final numbers. And I would possibly even consider doing that for block breaks as well. That lift would be terrifying. I suppose it is a matter of opinion, but personally, if I got on a ride and it went, I'd be like, "Geez, what the Christ is going on here?" Like, I want to be taken up and let me get ready for the ride, and that, personally, you know. Yeah. Serpent. Oh, that's good. Yeah, double down. We could have done a double down. Yeah, we didn't though. Looney Looper. Let's have a look. Captain Hindsight. Yep. Do you not have much in South Africa? One coaster. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, we're pretty lucky in the UK. We have a couple of decent parks. We've got Alton Towers in the West Midlands is really pretty good. Thorpe Park, I've heard, is amazing. I've never been. I'm hopefully looking at going next year. I'll do a vlog. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Hopefully going to Thorpe Park next year, so looking forward to that. Blackpool is pretty good, I guess. I mean, the actual area is a bit rough and the actual place is a bit tired, but they've got some pretty cool coasters. And I'm sure... who was it? They've announced a new coaster at Blackpool that looks really good. Okay, double down it is. We're calling it double down, even though there isn't even a double down in the right. Double down. Double down is really good value. Of course you think that. You've made of money in this game. $15 straight away. Okay, let's finish. Excuse me. Let's finish it off with some decoration. I want to kind of go just like general theme still while we're at the start of the park. So we can do it off here, can't we? Grid, building, custom walls, wall pieces, filters, building set, modern. Getting the hang of this now. I didn't know I remember Mr. Blobbyland, but I never went to Mr. Blobbyland, no. Rough concrete. Should we have a little rough concrete base around the bottom? Just around the bottom to make it look a little bit rough and ready. Just a little trim. In fact, we can even use the smaller one there, I think. And for some reason, getting rid of the last piece is going to throw me out. Great. I sound like I'm moaning about the game. I don't mean to. It's great. It just has a little few janky features that I'm sure they'll iron out over time. Whoops. Grid height. Drop you down a little. Well, let's work down to it. That's probably the easiest thing to do, isn't it? Panel wall we want. 1 meter panel wall. Where's the 1 meter one? There. Okay, so that's what I want to do. And then whatever's left we'll do with some concrete. Yeah, like that. There we go, good. And we can copy that around. Why can't I do it there? Oh, because that's the bottom of the coaster. That's fine. We need to do something different for that. Close you for now. Yeah. Well, who was that who suggested? A couple of people suggested, didn't they? Or Proto was it? Okay, well done, Proto. Movie World and Dream Room in Australia, people died on the water ride. Yeah, it was awful, wasn't it? It was on a rapid ride, 4 people. I think I remember reading. Awful, what a tragedy. Not the sort of ride that you would think that sort of thing could happen on either, really. Why will it let me build that there, but not on the way out? Is this going to get rid of that support? No. Oh, I know what I've done wrong, look. Put all these on the wrong side. No, you can't do it. Yeah, that's more like it. So let's do that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There. Move. Comes in the station a little quick, doesn't it? Didn't notice that before. Yeah, always decorate stations. I think they only like the crappiest of parks wouldn't have at least a building around the station. I think. So yeah, always spend a bit of time in real life. I mean, so always spend a bit of time decorating your station. Duplicate. Okay, so there is a station underneath bit, which is that I think that we want. There we go. Yeah, and then we fill the rest in underneath it with a 2 meter for a guess. There we go. Will this park have a theme to it? Yeah. So what we decided last time, and it's something I haven't really mentioned today, but we decided that the front of the park was going to be like dead basic park, right? Dead standard park. But it was going to be a front for like an Area 51 type in the desert secret laboratory type thing. Very much like Men in Black. Like the front, you know, and then you press a button and you go down. So what we're going to have is probably this sort of area here is going to be lots of lovely trees and nice sort of plain buildings. But then there's going to be like a path that looks like it shouldn't be there and that you can go down. And then behind there is all these crazy coasters and alien ships and stuff. Yeah, so that's it. That's the idea. Look at Andrew being a good moderator. I love it. Several tutorial videos on decoration scenery. That is correct. So you can check them out. If you click the little eye in the corner, there should be a link to them. Yeah, so that's the theme. This point in questioning why you don't do something in Planet Coaster, why you can't do something. There is no understanding. Just accept your fate. Yeah, you can always get better if you can't do stuff. Variation on buildings. Okay, what I would suggest is layering. It's all about layering. So, for instance, let's go back to this very original building here. Although it's pretty naff because we built it when we were skint. We'll go back and redo it. But if you look, what the difference is here is that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 layers there almost with the roof and the white and the wood, and it's all about building that up. And it's difficult with this modern stuff. But if we look at, I bet there's probably some building that I can use in blueprints. That's probably not mine, but it'll work. Okay, here's a perfect example. You can actually see the layer come up. Okay, so this is like a fairy tale building. But the fact is, the reason this looks good and that doesn't is because of the layers here. So you've got the base layer is these wooden panels. These like stucco panels. All right, you've got these. That's what most people just use to make the building. Okay, so you've got those, but then on top of those, he's varied the color. So you've got a separate color for the sort of top floor. On top of that, you've got these wooden trims. That you add on top as well. Those wooden trims have got windows, and then there's flowers and ivy making another layer. You know, the roof is overhanging a little to make another layer. You've got a balcony here that makes another layer, and it's all about depth. If you sort of look at it side on, it's not a flat wall. You can see the layers of the building building up, and that's probably the main thing. If there's like one tip for like building that's like a general tip, It's layering is what makes the difference and what makes buildings look good and what makes building looks varied as well. I'm going to start a series soon that's going to be like a build school where we take a style each week and build differently. So once the Western theme's finished in the Let's Build series, we're going to do a how to build Western buildings and look at what makes a Western building a building, because you can build a box out of wood and it doesn't look like a Western building, but you can put like a shallow flat with a balcony and a tall front, and it suddenly becomes a Western building. So it's going to be little tips like that about each specific theme and what the key features of each theme are that make the building actually look like a Western building as opposed to a wooden box, or a pirate building as opposed to just like a stucco box with a pirate flag on. You know, so hopefully that that'll help. Do that. What are we talking about? How much Andrew's getting paid? Andrew's not getting paid anything. He was coming anyway to watch, and I said, would you mind moderating, because we had a few knobheads last time. But Andrew makes his own content. He's got you can check him out. This is a separate channel that you're using here, Andrew, I think. So feel free to plug your main one if you want to. Andrew's a vlogger. He does sort of vlogs and commentary on life and geekness. He's very good because he's alive and a geek, so he knows all about both of those subjects. Okay, cool. Let's crack on with this. I hope that's a little guide to layering there was worth doing. Okay, edit building. There's not many modern windows in this game right now. There is one. There is that building. There's that modern one that's not a real window. But then there's also a couple of, like, there's these, but I don't think they're see-through, those ones. Yeah, those ones aren't. But there is a roof that you see through. Where's that pitched? There's that canopy. Canopy? Canopy. That's really good. That is see-through. Look at that. See-through. It's see-through. Why are there not more see-through pieces in the game? See-through is doable. Look, I can see the people through it. Ugh, it's gorgeous. I thought there was a full roof piece that did it, but I guess not. Roof decorations, glass canopy. No, that's what I've got. I'm sure there was a roof tile, see-through roof tile. Fiberglass, no. There's that one that's like gridded. Am I making things up? Almost Andrew. There we go. I didn't want to mention it in case you didn't want to, but yeah, Almost Andrew on YouTube is where you can go over to him and follow him and give him some love. Okay, I'm sure there was a glass roof. I don't know where it is. Maybe somebody smashed through it. I'm doing an awful joke about glass ceilings there. We'll move on. Okay. I don't really know what to do with this building, because I want to keep it modern, but I don't just want it to be a white box. I quite like those. Okay, the problem is here is we're going to have an issue with doorways. We might have to move the paths. Yeah, we're going to have to move the paths. Okay. 2 meters. Oh no, that's a metal wall. We don't want that. We want the panel one. Where are you? Two-meter panel wall. We should be able to just make it so they clip through it for now, but that's where the doors are going to have to actually be, there and there. So we can move that though. That's fine. We'll do it in a minute. For now, they'll just clip. But I think I like these, although they're not windows, I like them as windows. And we'll have someone on the back. Yeah, again, I just don't really use this stuff much in my other levels or the playthroughs and stuff, so I think it's quite nice here that we sort of just change up the theme a little. Thank you, Proto. Thanks for coming. I hope I haven't missed you. Yeah, well, canapé. It is a thing, innit? Like little food at a meal. Little bits of food, the canapés. But a canapé is an old joke, like a Brummie joke, that you would have a can of peas, because Brummies would say pays. So you would have a canapes as opposed to canapes. It's not a joke. You set the grid to 2 meters. The problem is then we wouldn't have. There's no like 2 meter wall, so we would either have to have them right at the exit, right at the edge of the station, which I don't like so much, or we move them in. But I think moving them in is okay. I think we can do that. In fact, let's do it now before we do anything else. Sorry, we're going to have to close you, and we're going to have to edit you. Okay, live data. Oh no, we have to do it there, don't we? Where is it? Operations, maintenance, testing. Where is it? Where do we move? Ah, there we go, move entrance. And move exit. Oh my god, they're floating. It's okay, they managed. Good. Oh my god, I thought that was somebody falling. It was a bloody pigeon. Okay, paths. What am I doing? Paths. Queues. Come on. Come on. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. There. That should, there we go, so that should really join. And then normal paths. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. It'll slope up. It's a bit wonky, but that's fine. Let's have a look. Brummy is, somebody from the Birmingham area. Okay, actually, question before I leave. Is there going to be uploaded? Yeah, this will probably now be tomorrow, because I don't have a Let's Play for tomorrow. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, let's think. Because I had a problem with my Let's Play of the end of Silversmith Manor, where the microphone didn't work properly. But if I can re-record it today, I'll put that up on tomorrow instead. So this will go up today. But if I can't get anything up, if I can't get that fixed, I'll put this up tomorrow instead, and then we have Sundays off and then back on Monday. So yeah, that's going to be the aim. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the Mine Train video would do a little bit better. I mean, it's getting views, like all you guys are watching it, but I was kind of hoping that one would kind of get picked up by Google a little bit. Luke Deers, welcome to the channel. Sorry, I missed your subscription before. Welcome. So yeah, hopefully it gets picked up, because I was hoping that would be one that sort of come up on searches and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, that's back open. We can open you up again now. There we go. Universe office building. Yeah, it is going to be kind of like officey and sort of standard and like just sort of white. I mean, what we're going to do is like chuck some neon around it so it looks more interesting, but I definitely want the buildings in this front of the park to be relatively sort of standard. But we'll have one of those curved roofs on this, because I do like those. Are you open now? Yeah, Double Down's open. Edit building on the grid. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't actually, it classes as a different building now. Okay, cool. Right, walls, panel. Yeah, I don't know where he's gone. Sorry, he's not on the bed, is he? Sorry, cat cam's a bit boring today. He normally sits there for hours. It must be because the heating's gone off. I could put the radiator on and make him come back, but I'm pretty warm. Archways. There we go. That's what he wants. Like that. And then normal walls. Yeah, it does look a little clinical, doesn't it? I may but I think once we put other stuff on it, it'll look okay. I want the station support. Is it that one? Yeah. You just get that sort of nice box around where the thing comes in there and people lose their arms. Good. Are people actually coming on this ride? Yeah, they are, just about. So we'll do one quick run of this around. just to cap off the windows, and then we'll add the roof. Yeah, do you know what I noticed last night? We're going to be really British now and talk about weather, aren't we? I noticed last night it was really warm. I walked up to the shop to get some, just some bits, and yeah, I was quite shocked at how sort of warm it was, to be honest. Pitched roofs. Where's me slopes? Here we are. So I'm thinking because it's like 3 wide, we could kind of do a cool pattern here. So let's do there. What's gone on with it? There it is. There. We'll put a flat one there. Yeah, we'll put a flat one there. Where's the flat roof? There it is. Okay. Yeah, 844 in a week. It's fantastic. It really is. We'll hit 3,000, I think, by the end of the weekend if it keeps going, which would be awesome. Yeah, that'd be really, really cool. Buildings, roofs, pitched roofs. Back to these, and then this, and then we'll go. I don't like that flat one. Doesn't look right, does it? Let's just turn you round instead. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take that, and we'll move it there. Ah, yeah, okay, got it. Okay, cool. So now we'll do that one. I know what we're going to do. And we'll put you there, but higher. In fact, we can just copy you. Okay, and then duplicate you again. Put you at the back there, and higher again. Yeah, that'll be a cool roof. Just a case of filling it all in, I think. But yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay, this will take a minute, so you have to bear with me here. I'm trying to keep up with chat as best I can. Lunchtime and live stream. Oh, welcome. I'm afraid we're only here for another half an hour, though. It's only a shorter one today. Cat Cam does look depressing without him, I'm afraid. Sorry. He's asked me to mod it after this. I bet he'd make more money on it as well than I do. So with almost 3,000 subscribers, how much are you per month? I'm not allowed to say, unfortunately. I'll get very much told off. But subscribers make no effect on payment. It's purely views. Well, it's not even views. It's monetized views. It's how many advertisements are shown before my videos is how I make money from YouTube directly. You can have a channel with 0 subscribers but have like a massive viral hit that makes you loads of money, or you can also have a channel with loads of subscribers but they're not very engaged and they don't really watch stuff and it doesn't make as much money. So subscribers, although there's there probably is a rough line you can draw, subscribers and how much you earn aren't really correlated, unfortunately. Yeah, which is why I'm looking at things like Patreon and other options, because personally I want to be able to make the content that the people who watch me want to see, and not the content that I think is going to get me views and get me sort of noticed and stuff, I guess. I hope you guys can appreciate that. One meter there. I'm also not allowed to do that, Andrew. You can't tell people to watch adverts. I did that on a video on another channel of mine, and got royally told off by YouTube. Whoops! I don't even know where that one went. There. It's really hard to work out which wall piece you have to use to fill it all in. That's those ones, isn't it? There. Well, like I say, monetarily, we either accept donations on the stream or just watch the videos. Or, like I say, I'm working on a Patreon, so if you can afford it, we can have that eventually. If you can't, that's totally cool. Just like tell people about it. Maybe share it occasionally on Twitter or Facebook. Don't spam it or anything, but that's the best way. Is just getting eyes on the thing is really the best way of doing it. So yeah, any of those really, and I really appreciate the fact that you want to help out. It means makes me feel like I'm doing something right, and that you guys are here for the long haul with me, which is awesome. Okay, now we need to start on the thing. Thank you for whoever said he liked the roof. I think it's turned out pretty well. I just kind of made it up as I went. Just skipping ads. Yeah, if you skip the advert, you don't get anything for it. Yeah, you need to watch the advert for anyone to get ad revenue. The way it works is that if you watch an advert in full, I get a small kickback. If you click the advert and buy whatever it's selling, I get quite a fair bit of a chunk. Then usually a percentage of the product itself. But obviously that very rarely happens because normally adverts are shite, aren't they? Let's be honest. Yeah. Anyway, so sorry, if it's boring me talking about the money, but it seems that you guys are quite interested. I have to talk about it as much as I can. Like I say, YouTube are pretty tight on you not divulging too much information, which is fair enough. It's their prerogative, I suppose. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping there's going to be a lot of new subscribers wandering around YouTube when PewDiePie deletes his channel later today. Have you seen this? What do you think about this? He reckons... I don't think he will. But if he does, I don't really get the point of it. I don't really get what the statement he's trying to make is. I'm not sure. I like the guy. I'm not a massive fan of his content, but he seems himself to be a really genuine guy. But yeah, not sure about it all. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. Famous from a Game Maker store. Thank you. No, I'm not coding at all now. Unfortunately, I haven't done anything with Game Maker for about a year and a half. It's just something that I kind of fell out of, unfortunately. Kind of lost a lot of drive with it about a year and a half ago, and I've really struggled to get back into it. And that's one of the reasons I started this channel, because I really enjoyed creating the content and really enjoyed interacting with the community. But I just wasn't really able to make decent enough content with Game Maker anymore, unfortunately. Oh, that looks ace. I'm sorry to say so, but I think that looks really good. Flat roofs to finish it off. Can you just shut up about the cat? No, he's like an integral part of my channel because he's constantly... You'll hear him all the time on the video. I try and get rid of his purrs, but I can't. You'll hear me in videos all the time say, oh, God, the cat's just jumped up again, sorry. The roof is the best part of that building. It looks a little tall and square, so we're going to have to do something, but I think the roof looks really good. I'm really happy with that, actually. It's kind of got like a wavy feel. I think maybe we should make this to be like a bit of a wavy type coaster. Maybe put some water underneath it or something. What are the other ones? Let's have a look. I think the ads depend on the country. After all, you get Danish adverts. Do I get to choose what ads to show? No, I don't get to choose adverts to show. YouTube gets to choose them based on either somebody's just paid to have adverts everywhere, or it works with cookies, so you'll get shown stuff that it thinks you want to see. The only things I can do regarding adverts are I can select that I don't have gambling adverts, which I don't because I hate that sort of stuff. Like these gambling websites. I just, if people want to go and have a gamble, that's fine. I go and have a flutter on the roulette, occasionally play a bit of poker, but I think those sort of like slot machine websites are really dangerous. So I can select not to have those, and I can select not to have adverts at all, and I can select not to have focused adverts. Dunnykin, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I think I've missed a few as well. Bandy Reviews, welcome. TB712S, YouTube, welcome. Ryan van der Westhuizen has subscribed, welcome. Luke Durds, we said hello to you before as well, welcome. God, you really test me with your names sometimes, guys. Adverts. The other thing I can do is select that you don't see focused adverts. But I actually quite like focused adverts because it's something at least that I'm interested in, I guess. Come on, people want to see you. Ta-da! Just turn the camera up a little so you can see his little face. Oh, look at him! Show everyone what you look like. You're famous, Oreo. You're on the internet. Yeah, layering. It's all about the layering. We'll put some wood around the bottom, and I think what we may do actually is add a second building just off the side of it. Sorry, I'm just moving the camera so you can see the cat better. Hey, no, you're not jumping on my lap. We've had enough of that. You sit on there, or you clear off. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's carry on with this. Now you've got the cat. He'll clear off now. Yep, there he goes. I could have put money on that then. Yeah, roof's good. The rest of the building's a little dull. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to come out of that building and we're going to build another building in a very similar style. This might be tricky actually because I'm going to want to get that concrete at the same level. Right, okay, let's do this then. Walls. Oh, look at the time. I've only got 15 minutes left. Okay, so walls. Let's type in concrete. Donations bar never came back, did it? It's obviously goosed. Okay, so 1 meter high wall. Oh, no, it must have been 2 meter high wall. So this will take me a second because I want to try and line it up. And I don't want to add to building. Please, thank you. But what I do want to do is get that the same height so it looks like the same building. This is the sort of stuff that I will spend hours doing, but I'm going to try not to spend too long because, you know, humans are watching. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, there. Good. And there we can build off it. Okay, cool. So I want here. And this is going to be purely aesthetic building. This is not going to have anything actually in it, I don't think. But it's going to just sort of break the place up a little. Okay, so panel wall next. Oh. In the beta, it took forever to search for stuff like that. It seems to sped up a little, but it's still pretty slow. And this is running on an SSD as well. We should probably add some windows here because that's, I think, as high as we want to go with it. Apart from the roof. And that's where the bins are going to go. Don't worry, we're going to get the bins. We're going to get the aircon units. We're going to get all that. We love a bit of aircon and bin units. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these two. And put them in slightly lower. Oops. Okay, and one there as well at the front. Alright, where's them windows? Actually, we want... I'll tell you what we do want. We want another little lip, just so the window isn't up on the roof. There we go, like so. And one there. Okay, cool. Window panel thing. Yep, that one. Oreo's vlogs. I think he'd do a good vlog. It's amazing the stuff you can do in this game. Gross, I hope I'm saying your name wrong. Right, I apologise if I'm not. But yeah, the stuff you can do in this game is insane. It really is. And it's all my issues with it are like tiny things compared to what you can do. You know, there's still stuff that needs tweaking, but overall, they've done a fantastic job. So we're going to replicate this roof here, but on a slightly smaller scale. So we're going to go... Is that going to go into the window? We may have to adjust the window there. Oh, no. I think we just get away with it. Oh, no. That's not the right way, though, is it? We need that. Yeah. There. And then up Did we go up 2 or up 1 before? Yeah, up 1. But then there we need one of those. No, we don't. Oh, okay, that's it then. Okay, cool. Flash green for people. That's weird. Is that? Thanks for watching, Greg. See you later. Not mine. Yes, I did notice that every 5 or 10 minutes on the nose. Is it like or? It was in the uploaded one. Oh, that's interesting. I'll look into that. Thanks for letting me know. I can't think what it could be off the top of my head, but I will bear it in mind. See if I can figure it out. Strange. Flashing green. Is it like just is it like one frame flash or is it like last for a second or two? Thanks, Matty. I like the fact that I think the time lapses work better because, like, okay, so the stream's different because we're chatting and stuff, but I think normally just watching somebody build in real time is a little dull, maybe. I don't know. Saying that, I watched loads of people do it, so I don't know what I'm on about. Like, I watched NerdCube's one, which he'll spend an hour putting a lamp down. So, you know, but I don't know. Personally, the stuff I want to make, I want it to be a little bit more faster paced. So yeah, we sort of do a little bit in real time, but for the most part, if it's a building, the way I see about it is the chances are you're probably watching it for inspiration. Like, great if you're just watching it because you're enjoying my personality and that, but for the most part, I think people are watching it for inspiration, so they can get that from seeing it in a sped up version. They don't need it to be in real time. But that's just my opinion, man. Okay, right, so it's just a case of filling in these last... Oh no, that would be flat as well, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, back to panel. Yeah, definitely. The fact that the chat isn't going and I'm able to read comments and see what's going on, I think that's a really good point. I also realised that a lot of people watch this afterwards, after the fact, and I don't think you can see the chat move. I know in Twitch you see the chat run backwards, so I'm trying to remember to sort of describe what the chat is saying rather than just saying, yeah, I agree. If that makes sense, so that if you are watching it back afterwards, you can still sort of follow on what's going on with the group. That's the plan anyway. Okay, there. Any more flat bits before I move on? Yeah, here. There. And then we want a 2 meter there. Whoops. And around this side. And this side. And then did we miss a couple of curvy ones? We did. There. And one tiny little one. There. Is that it? Yep. Awesome. There we go. And it just breaks the building up a little, makes it look a bit more interesting, makes it look like there's stuff going on. That would be like a building area where bits of the ride go and stuff. And thank you. I'm funny in a British way. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not too sure. You know. Nerdcube's intimidating. I don't know. I think he's not the best builder. Like, I watch him because I think he's funny. Like, I think his stuff's pretty good, but I think it's stuff you could replicate if you really want to feel in what's the word I'm trying to think of. If you really want to feel that like you're not good enough, watch Silverette, because Jesus Christ, that guy, the stuff he makes, it's just ridiculous. That if you want to feel incompetent, that's who you need to watch. That looks really cool how it's going in there, although that might take your feet off. Right, let's quickly finish off this building then. I'm afraid have to leave it there because, like I say, I have somewhere to be this afternoon, unfortunately. We'll finish this off next video. We'll put a building around here maybe, or at least an area, and we'll put some more signs and stuff. But I just want to quickly finish the sort of the back area over here. So, decorations, misc, I think is what I want. Oh, it's the aircon. So we can have them in 2 places. We can have them on the wall or we can have them on the roof. I think wall. We'll have 2 of them. Oh, you're going back onto your chair so everyone can see you before we go. Orio's coming back to say goodbye. He heard that we were leaving. There we go. Love the aircon. I don't know why I love them. Maybe it's because I quite like the realism of it all, I guess. Doors. There's one door really that works, and it's that one. So we'll put that down. We'll pop a little window. In fact, we can have a few of these. They probably work quite well. As if there's like a little office down there, like a security office or something. I don't know. And we'll do a building on here as well. The chat goes mental for a cat. I have got another cat. I don't think you've met her yet. Her name is Mika, but she's a little bit more reclusive than young Oreo. How high did I put those up? Yeah, near enough there. The AC really is details, you're right. And it's, I don't know, it's little things like that I think really add to it. Like, I would like to see more of that sort of stuff, like little no smoking signs and, you know, like things like that. Prefer the smaller ones than the big one. Yeah, I think, they both, I mean, it's a theme. The idea was that it's a theme, and here, you know, this, the point is that, like, these are like waves, and then here it's like slightly smaller because the building's smaller, I guess. But it's meant to sort of like follow through. But we're going to have a lot of sort of signage up here as well to sort of take off the fact that this is really high. But yeah, I think you may be right, actually. The smaller ones do look a little neater. Okay, so that's the back done. Oh, there's one more thing we can put down. Where is it? Where is it? The first thing we put down in this park. Yeah. Here it is. It's what you've all been waiting for. This is. Do you know what's going to happen here? This is going to become a thing. Every single stream I do is going to end with me putting down one of these bins, because that's exactly how the last one ended as well. There we go. There we go. What do people want? People want cat videos, do they? They ain't happening. I keep seeing Nerdcube and I think it's Tom Crosby. Yeah. That's a friend of mine and Wizzy's who is a Rubik's Cuber, and he calls himself Cube Nerd. I don't think it's any relation. Northern Lion is trash. That's why I watch him. I've not. Is he one of the ones that like isn't very good, but he's quite funny with it? There's a few of those that I watch as well, where they just can't play the game, but they're enjoyable, so that's good fun. Steam Workshop here. Yeah, Mark, feel free to put a link to Steam Workshop. That's fine. But yeah, I definitely agree with the idea of doing videos of the build, so I'll definitely be looking out for it. I know you've sent it me on Steam as well. I think I haven't got around to looking at it yet, but I will when I get a bit of free time. Very quickly, then, I want to add a bit of terrain. We will do a lot more work with this sort of stuff eventually, but I just kind of want to make it look like used, you know, like there's a bit of crap around the bin and stuff. We don't get many options with the desert area. I mean, there is a grass, but it's not great. Actually, it's not that bad, actually. One thing I'd love is just all terrain in all levels, but apparently it's really tricky for them to do. Okay, there we go. I'm afraid we're going to have to kind of leave it there, really. I haven't quite got as much done as I wanted, but like normally I plan to stream for like 3 hours until about 1 o'clock. But like I say, unfortunately I have somewhere to be in town at 1 today, so I'm going to have to do it. We did ride it, didn't we? Yeah, do you want to ride it again quickly before we finish? That's probably not a bad idea. Good way to finish. We'll do that. We can ride it again. Well, am I sped up here? I hope I am. Yeah, I am. Jesus, I thought it was a death coaster for a second. Right, let's ride it again. Seat number 1. Here we go. Arms up, everyone. But yeah, we'll definitely have a look. Thank you very much for coming, folks. Sorry it's a little shorter, and I'm sorry if you're coming here for your lunch break. I know a lot of people like to do that with streams. I do that, definitely. Come and watch while I'm eating lunch. So apologies if you're here for the lunch break and and we're not here. Next stream, I don't know. I'm definitely not being able to do one next week, I don't think. If I hopefully get the Patreon up and sorted, one of the goals is to do a weekly stream. But unfortunately, it's a couple of £100 because that's how much I would need to be able to take time off work. So for now, I'm just going to try and squeeze them in as and when I can. But they'll pretty much always be Friday mornings because that's usually the time I'm free. But they just unfortunately won't be every week for now until the channel grows a bit, at least anyway. Here we go. Whee! Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, let's have some love in the chat for Andrew as well. He's done a great job of modding for us today. Very much appreciated. Decent moderator. They're hard to find. All the cat does is sleep, by the way. There you go. Right, thanks very much for watching, guys. Leave a like on this video because they do save over to when we announce the video for people later on. And yeah, if you're not already, please subscribe. Yeah, thanks very much for coming, guys. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the subscribers. Thanks for everything. I love you to bits. Absolutely adore you. Thank you very much. And I'll see you soon. Like I say, videos every day apart from Sundays. And streams when I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to do one next week. If I do, though, it'll be announced here and it'll be announced on Twitter. So at Jonty Sparrow, that's JONTI. Or obviously if you subscribe, they'll pop up on your YouTube subscriptions. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye, 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 bye.